Hello and welcome to another turn of the False Pretenders. I'm the False God, and joining me is Arpathius.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all ready for this one.
Yes, we're back in turn 20. Hit the big 2-0. Alright, so last time, Satis is being attacked, Garth is being attacked, and then Theranos has continued to be attacked by Pelagio, although he was sort of breaking out a little bit. Let's see, where do you want to start? Garth Hinnom, we've got a pair of Satis, we can go Ulm because they're first in the order and we haven't heard much from them.
Yeah, well, they had that fight on the throne.
They did. They did.
So,
I assume this is going to be about
that.
Try to take the throne. Didn't work. Yes, that is pretty much accurate. And he's going to try again.
Laconic message.
It is. Well, you know, no sense crying over spilled Ulmish blood.
No.
All right, this is, I believe, the throne again.
Yeah. He's got it this time, right?
I think it depends on how many elementals come out. There's a lot fewer troops here.
He hasn't brought that much.
No, that's a little fire elemental. Falling fires. Got the axes coming out.
Oh man, I'm not.
Are these guys out of? Confident. Are these guys out of gem? Okay, they're out of. He's out of fire gems. Some of them are routing. The fire elementals
just coming up now.
Yes. Steel warriors were in the back. Do they have a ranged attack?
No, I don't know.
Are they slow? We'll go back and watch it again.
Yeah,
because you definitely want them in the front if you're going to fight fire elementals. Ooh, falling fires and lightning bolt. This looks dicey. They've cleared the elementals. I don't know if they're gonna. They've made it into melee, but they're all on fire.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That guy's just.
He's been. Oh jeez.
Oh man.
That is not what you wanted to see. Okay, let's watch. Where were those? What were those troops doing? So are they getting blessed or something?
Are they holding attack?
I think they're bodyguards.
Everything else is just an attack.
Yeah, I think that's right. But they're in a, like, these look like bodyguards maybe, and these are probably on hold and attack. And then they go in. I think that is probably not what you wanted. I think those guys needed to go in to clear this fire elemental.
No, if you wanted to, he could have had them on attack and had the person blessing them further in front of them, and they can just get in there earlier.
Well, and I mean, also, yeah. He needed to get the blessing on him, but if you're gonna, you could have just waited. You could have had everybody. Are they undisciplined? These troops undisciplined?
No, I don't think so.
Like, you could have just had everybody on,
Yeah, he should have. Well, I think he just has everyone just run in, I think.
Oh, I had everybody run in except the Steel Warriors who held.
Yeah, but I think he should have just had.
Oh, yeah, you could have just had everybody run in. But, okay, that's unfortunate. That's a double. That's a lot of. That's tough for Ulm. Not where you want to be.
It's a few turns of sacred production as well.
This was another 11 Steel Warriors, and I'm sure he lost some last turn too. And you're gonna want those if you get attacked by Van or Caleb. Like, there's two big air elemental nations that he borders. And those magic weapons would come in very handy against air elementals. All right, well, again, no use crying over spilled Ulmish blood.
People as well, isn't it?
It is. If somebody had a scout and saw this, it would definitely look. I saw both of them, no less. It would be yikes. All right, let's go ahead and check out what Satis is up to. Quietly telling myself the bad people don't see me. Okay. The ostrich strategy. Patrolling with just about everything, so the Revenants can research.
Oh, so is he summoning Revenants?
It looks like it.
Like a budget skull mentor sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I think they're always. Are they always slightly worse than skull mentors, even in Magic 3? from a research
they are.
perspective, but you then get a mage too.
Yeah, they are, but they cost like slightly less as well. But it's getting them earlier is really why you do it.
Yeah. Okay, so he's getting some research going. That's good. I guess we didn't really look at Ulm, but I don't think he's got too much else going on. Just this failed attempt. Satis, I don't see any flags related to Satis. Go ahead and scroll over here. Looks like all quiet on the Satis front. He's patrolling his camp.
Marverni pulling back and consolidating.
Yeah, Marverni's
Yomi,
consolidating.
not really much there at all, really.
Yeah, Yomi's...
I think he can break out. You know, at least get that fort back.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it.
Keep the monument patrolling on his cap, maybe,
sure.
And then just send the other stuff to get the fort, or even raid back some of the other lands, and
just kind of poke out a little bit.
Yeah, rebuild a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
for the next wave.
But yeah, waiting for this to hit. But I think we talked. I don't think that this is killing the monument.
I don't think anything's killing the monument for a while.
Yeah, agreed.
Marverni could. We talked about that before, though.
Yeah, I mean, he with enough tech, obviously he can. But I don't think that this army, with what I assume his tech level is right now, has gonna be able to finish it off. Especially with other troops available to Satis. Okay, Agartha Hinnom. Oh boy. All right, I'm not going to read this whole thing out loud, but everybody, you can go ahead and pause if you want and read it. Looks like he's going to go ahead and break out. Magma Kids in the front, troops in the back, mages behind them. And he's putting earth gems on everybody. Now he said
I like this.
Yeah, I think it's good. He said he thinks it's very unlikely that he wins. I actually don't know if that's true.
I think with what was in situ, I think he beats the Hinnom. Right. Hinnom's pretty much only got chaff, and it's chaff that Agartha can kill fairly easily and efficiently, I think.
I mean, I think that Agartha will win. Both sides will take losses. Hinnom's losses are very replaceable. Agartha's losses are not.
In the long term,
right?
It's Hinnom's war to lose definitely still, or even just draw out. But I think Agartha definitely has the tools. To do something still.
Yep. And then he thinks that his winning scenario is Death Mage is using Dust to Dust. Yeah. I mean, Dust to Dust is good. And Hinnom has, if we recall, almost no magic. In this fight,
Dust to Dust will target, because those large like Rephite Undead are probably his best units that he has for fighting in a cave. Yeah, so Dust to Dust is going to probably target them, and that will be that'll be really effective.
It'll be very effective. Agartha Ethereal units set with orders to jump in the back. Okay, all right. And Hinnom.
So that sounds like he's not thinking of breaking out. He's just going to wait until he's attacked.
I mean, yeah, that last piece sounds like he's planning on it, but I don't recall. Agartha wasn't popped.
No, I'm not sure I agree with that. I think he should break out.
I agree. I think he should break out. I don't think he should wait around. But from Hinnom's perspective, I still think the army in Agartha has a shot of killing him. I agree. I expect he rides out. I think that's what we want him to do.
Well, I saw there was a battle there, but it's maybe just a ping.
Yeah, we don't know for sure what it was yet. He can't kill the stack with the milk cart yet. Best case is he pings just a low commit and ride out, and I get his second palisade for free. If he does ride out, hoping I gem bait him, and maybe he wastes his mage turns. But what will suck is I'll then have to fight his main army to storm the palisade. Okay, all right, let's see this. Let's see some battles. So Agartha.
Interesting that they both think the other has the advantage.
Yes. A lot of pessimists. But I mean, I think from our perspective, it looks like Hinnom has the advantage in winning the war. Agartha has the local advantage in winning this fight.
Yes. Should we watch it then?
Let's watch it. Let's see if we get a big fight. No. Bring it on. Bring it, the pale one. Runs into just the mercs who are holding down the fort. But there's other ones. Okay, so that was in Agartha. Agartha also fought here, which is not just a... it's one Amazon. Okay. Well,
Okay.
it's not going to work either.
TNN taking that swamp.
TNN takes the swamp from Agartha. Yep. And Hinam fights, takes back some... oh, he took the... what was this here? Was this the Jades?
The Jades, yeah.
Yeah, this is the Jades. And he's got a milk cart, which we can see now. No gear. And he's also...
This would have been pretty fantastic for TNN if he could have sent everything on this turn and bumped with this and killed it.
Yeah, if he could kill it, that would be big. And he's got an Akka with nature gems. What do we think he's got those nature gems for?
Did he cast Enlarge on the Melkart? Is that him?
He cast Enlarge on himself. But I don't think he would need a gem for that, right? He's already a nature 2.
Well, he doesn't need the gem, but it seems like a reasonable thing for him to cast.
Oh yeah, and that is what he's casting. I'm just wondering what the gem is for. If he's got... I'm trying to think of...
For the future. That's what that's for.
Yeah, because he's got relatively low research. I would have said something like... Howl is a great nature spell that takes gems, but this isn't enough, and it's probably
maybe
the research.
Maybe for casting Regeneration on the Melkart.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay. So the sieges are ongoing here.
Well, that means we don't think that Agartha has much in that.
Right.
Palisade,
that means that this palisade should fall.
To get there. Yeah.
Yes. I expect this palisade will fall. We've got another 60 units right here, ready to back up this force. He's got this one shaman. Not sure what he's up to. Site searching going on, it looks like, and then another handful of guys coming up. So yeah, this fort or this palisade should almost certainly fall. Yeah, as you mentioned after we got off the call, unfortunately, Agartha can no longer pillage his own capital, and unrest has fallen
so low. I need that unrest to be high.
452. But yeah, I mean, if he he's waiting around. I think I'd like to see him break out. Because if he'd broken out, he could have contested this fort. But as it stands now, that's not going to be happening. So he's going to be chilling in his capital for presumably the foreseeable future. There are still this Bone Tribe has been here all game. This is not a recent indie attack.
No, I guess neither Yomi or Hinnom really needs.
No, they don't. And it's got no income. So yeah, it's just a low priority thing. So, but still, kind of using.
Someone should have got it by now, though. It's
you'd think so.
But yeah,
it's a forest mountain too, so it might have a lot of gems.
It should do.
But so this, so Hinnom picking up Jade Amazons, that is a huge bonus as a buffer for his Melkarts. You can throw a moss body.
What was his bless again? Did it have blood surge and stuff? Like the actual sacred could be quite useful.
It's small. I think it's like attack skill, blood surge. I guess I gotta wait for it to go off. Do the thing. There we go. Attack skill, shock resistance, cold resistance, reinvig, magic resistance, and blood surge.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good for the Jade Maidens.
Yeah, it's not too bad for them.
He should definitely get them. Yeah.
Yeah. So it depends how he wants. So Hinnom can spend all of its gold very easily.
Well, the map move with them could be pretty clutch at some point.
True, the map move does help. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's enough for like it'd be good. I just don't know if it's enough to want to do that whole rigmarole.
Well, there aren't that many forts in that area though, so he might as well. I think I would do it.
Okay, I'd say you'd be connecting 3 over here with forts.
Well, that's a good defensive line, you know.
Yes. It is indeed a good defensive line. Okay, so, I mean, I think this situation here is sort of largely unchanged, uncontested. He's going to lose. Hinham's going to take this, we think, without issue. And Agarth is going to be confined for his capital until he's dislodged. Or rouses himself.
Yeah. Okay, should we move on?
That is all of our messages. Okay. Let's go ahead and just start moving through.
I see Pelagia.
We'll go back to Pelagia. We're going in order. I guess we could look at the battles. We do see, you're right, Pelagia and Therados. Just a little group killing presumably a small amount of PD. He's got, yeah, some of this. I don't even, these guys, they are sacreds. They're not blessed, but it doesn't matter because they have natural magic weapons. And Therados attacks Pelagia with the Kraken. Quite certain that's going to work. Now Therados, he did come out with the Kraken.
Was it?
I'm sorry, what'd you say? I think I may have lost you for a second here.
Was it just PD that?
Yeah, I think it's just PD. Yeah,
Okay.
12 PD or something. 1 PD, I'm not sure. Now there's a big stack of 90 guys here, but I don't know if they're going to be able to take out this Kraken. I'm not sure how much mage support is sitting here, because if there isn't the mage support, he's going to have to back up. But even that, he's kind of in a tough spot now because the Kraken has access to every province these guys could move to.
It does. I mean, does he have to go and defend the cap though? He should have stuff inside there that can break that siege.
Yeah,
right?
I would say there's not that much here.
Yeah, he should be able to beat that. So, should we try and predict where they're going to move?
Yeah. All right.
Where do you think the Pelagian army is going to go?
Oof. Okay. Based on what I know of you, are you the kind of man who would push his army forward? Pull it back. Honestly, the safest place.
I would move to the east, and I'd put the cap back in check.
And then
that Kraken has to stay home.
And then you can move around, maybe.
Yeah, or you could just move back to that lab, maybe, and like you don't, you just want to waste the Kraken's time while you get stuff up to kill it.
I think that makes sense. The question is is that the move that I don't think Therados should defend his cap in this turn, because
no, I think the Kraken should try and seek out that
right.
Army.
The Kraken needs to try and get the army. If we want to think about like the best case for Therados, right, is he hits the army. So that would be, and like if he does manage to, if he misses the army, where does he most want to be? Like if he aims here or here and he misses the army and it does go forward, he's then really far away from dealing with it.
He can't. He has to either stay where he is or move to the province where Pelagia can move to be able to both possibly catch the army and be able to move and defend his cap if he misses.
Yeah, I think his best bet is to move to 44. Try and catch them, but it's also kind of a pain if they don't move there because you haven't even taken back a province.
Yeah, I think maybe you could just stay where you are. Because if the Pelagian army moves back, you're still then in position to attack.
Sure.
Whereas if he moves to 44, he is pretty much back where he's now the turn after.
Fair. Now, if he moves back, then you could sort of chase him, but you won't catch him. You'll have lost the opportunity. Like if he's going to retreat, the only time you have to actually catch the army is moving here this turn. And like if you move here, you then are in between his reinforcements and this army. but I don't know if you have enough going on at home to like that. Like
Well,
stranding this actually does anything for you.
well, I think the only Theridault still needs to be it's very unlikely, but he still needs to be trying to win
Oh
this
yeah,
war. And the only way that he can possibly, even theoretically, win is to have his cap producing things, like he just needs to get
sure,
stuff,
sure.
and that requires him controlling his cap, and so he just needs to keep his main priority is really to keep that Pelagian army away from his cap, and so he has to move in such a way that he defends it, and then his secondary concern is catching the army, and
Okay,
so he either stays put or he moves to 44. I think.
okay. I think so. I think my question there is so he does absolutely want to win. I'm just trying to think of if he doesn't kill like if you take this army off the board, then you have a lot more time to get this stuff back because Pelagia is not that close to having their next group come out. Whereas
No, but
if you stick around and you don't take this out and you have to keep worrying about it, I don't know. It depends what's in his capital. Like if he can knock this off without needing the Kraken.
well, I think he can do that. You have to assume he can do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, ultimately, I still think Theranos is doomed, but
Oh, absolutely, but he needs
let's
to
see if he can
he
deal
needs
some
to be trying
damage.
not to. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we watch that throne battle with Vanheim?
Oh, sure. Let me just go back. Let me get Yomi before we miss him,
Oh,
just because
I'm
he's the last one in this column
I'm
or
pulling you away from
row.
your structure.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Now, I don't think there's actually too much to talk about for Yomi this turn. We didn't see him
Yeah, I don't know
do
whether
anything.
is that Dione just south of his cap now.
There's a Dione here,
Oh, it's still there. Okay.
and that is the only Dione that I see. Again, we don't really know the capital because the Idol of Men could be masking it. And he's got a lot. So he's got 60 units here, mostly these Tengus. So that seems like a lot of Tengu.
Yeah, Satis doesn't have shock resistance, right?
I don't think so, but
So it's maybe the lightning could do something against the monument. It doesn't really do enough damage, but maybe it could stun it long enough.
maybe.
Not sure.
Satis doesn't have it on his bless. I don't know if big blocks of stone are resistant to lightning. Just,
It
on their
could be.
face.
It could be.
All right, but he looks like he's trying to get his second wind here. No forward momentum.
Yeah.
And it also I guess we'll come back to this comment in a second. All right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to scratch my head on what way they could kill that thing.
Yeah. Here we got Vanheim with
Okay, well he doesn't bump with Armor at least then.
he did not, but Armor only had like 30 guys. I don't think Armor was particularly likely to be after this. At this moment. A lot of arrows coming in though, and Mind Burn. Definitely could lose some Van here.
Yeah, Mind Burn will be painful.
They have 15 MR. Which is not terrible. But it's certainly not Mind Burn immune.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. But I mean I think we all know how this is gonna go. The question is just what are the losses? So they go chop. None. There are no losses. I guess
there will be a lot of afflictions there, though.
I think yeah, that's probably true. We definitely saw people taking damage.
If you're Vanheim's neighbor and you have a scout there and you see
that's
that, at the
so
end,
many
you're like,
Van Heers.
oh man,
Oh god, that's so many Van Heers. What is this? The Throne of Bureaucracy. So plus order, that's nice because he has he does not have full order, so that's helpful.
I love the Ermor Vanheim border is just constantly in revolt. By the way, like
It is.
he just took that province back last turn. It's already risen up again.
Well, he's they're not on board. Yeah, order +1, Dominion conflict bonus +1. That's gonna go really nicely, especially with all these thrones he's got. He's gonna be pushing Dominion really hard. And you don't actually lose that full 100 gold. It would only cost him, 45 gold. So probably worth it.
I think you definitely get that. It could help push out some Therados Dominion if there's any there as well.
It could. I suspect that Theranos' Dominion pressure is very low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say I wouldn't be like terribly surprised if he'd been pushed into the water, but he actually doesn't appear that's the. Oh yeah, here he's in the water here. Van's Dominion. All right, that's 3 thrones for Vanheim.
Yeah, is that half? What? How many do you need again?
7.
7. Okay.
So he's almost halfway there. And that's
Yeah.
a
Well,
lot of.
it's a commanding lead in thrones. That means he is, because I don't think he's going for that 4th one. He didn't ping it. It's a lot stronger.
Yeah, not
So I
anytime
think
real soon.
he must be going after someone soon.
I mean, yeah, with this whole stack right here.
Yeah, he wasn't able to knock those barbarians off his fort though.
No, he has not managed that yet.
Strange. I thought maybe he would have a thug or something that could do that. From his
Yeah,
cap, maybe.
I would have thought he could have some options, but and we see some ponies sort of scattered about. I don't
Maybe just
see
didn't
any
have the gear
forts
ready.
going. Yeah, we don't know what his research is, although you'd presume you'd see some gear coming out relatively quickly. But I mean, that's a lot of thrones. It's a nice beginning, and he's got all of his army left to go and fight with somebody. From where they are positionally, it looks like it'd be nice to go on Airmore. But if you do, it is kind of like you're gonna go here and you can't go across this mountain. Kind of a pain. Or he could look to go up to Ulm, or he could try
Well,
and knife.
you're stealthy, so you probably
We
go
are
maybe
stealthy.
the provinces deep. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot of study over here. Yeah, hard to know exactly what he'll do. Airmore looks stronger right now than Ulm does, maybe.
Yeah, if I was more, I'd maybe be getting some gladiators just to
help. Yeah, you know, I said that because I was thinking of Ulm losing all these guys up here, but he's still got 180 troops over here. Airmore's got 110 and 40. But yeah, he can push that gladiator button if needed. Okay. We did this already, mostly. TNN is very negative about themselves in the comments, but it's doing great for now. Okay, we got some little thugs here. Gearless.
Okay.
But
he doesn't.
There's
need
nothing
them
here. Yeah, he doesn't need
but,
them to be geared.
unless he was gonna bump with Hinnom, but maybe they negotiated it, or
yeah, they could have talked about it or something.
it just didn't feel like it was gonna happen.
Oh yeah, they have access to Barkskin. Okay, well yeah, they're gonna kill that Agartha PD, no problem. So he's picked up some extra stuff. What would you like to see TNN do here?
Elf someone. I wanna.
I would agree.
I feel like Yomi is a good option.
Does he have shock resistance?
I think he does.
Only 5.
That will help him be very resistant to the thunder weapons, though.
Yeah. It'll help out against the Dai Tengu as well.
I don't think he has a Dai Tengu yet. I think
sorry.
Troops.
There's too many Yomi words that I don't know what they all mean.
You're not a big fan of Japan, is that?
Well, it's not that I'm not a fan of Japan. I just don't know what all the different words mean.
I think you've outed yourself.
I guess does Dai mean larger or in charge?
Yeah, like daimyo is like the person in charge.
Oh, is it spelled the same way?
Well, it's all part of one word, but
okay.
I kind of just I think that's the case. So.
It may not even be the same. Okay.
Well, a daimyo is, but I assume it's the same.
Something about
people
that.
don't want to hear about us talk about this.
All right, that's fine. We can move on. In any event, he does not have any Dai Tengu. He just has regular Tengu. But regular Tengu certainly can chuck giant bolts of lightning.
Yeah, they're great. I love them.
So yeah, I'd love to see TNN go and fight somebody. And
He
anybody.
always looks like he could go and kill someone, but he keeps just looking like he's in a great position if he doesn't as well. And that's why I think he's probably in the best position in the game after Hinnom, who was.
Maybe. I really like Vanheim's position. Like, Vanheim hasn't struck out yet, but he has all of his strength. He's got a great number of thrones already. Vanheim can win very quickly, like can potentially win wars really fast.
Yes, so Vanheim I think has a stronger army right now, but I like TNN's position more because they have better scales and they still have a very strong army, and they've expanded very well. So
that's all very true.
Yeah. Number of forts. I mean, they've also got the 4 forts, and I think that's one of the highest in the game. And then that throne that they got is super useful for them. So
yes, yeah, no, that's true. Elves of all stripes doing well in this game, I think. Airmore. He's put this group together here. I'm not sure where maybe they were headed for the throne, but at this point, not gonna probably accomplish much.
Yeah,
he does have, so he looks like he's able to foreign recruit a couple of out of a couple of different labs. So while he only has the 3 forts, he does have an extra 3 provinces producing mages. Oh, sorry, one over here too.
Yeah, his mage production must be the highest in the game, I think.
It seems like it's got to be pretty high.
Yeah, we could check the score graphs again at the end of this.
Sure.
Just
see if he's inflecting.
Now.
Wow, yeah. People want to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we move up? I want to see Calum.
Calum. Okay, so Calum was able to just classic bird, just swoop in here, grab all of Satis's valuable land, and then leave. Like he'd never even been there. He's got 90 units at home, 150.
I would suggest that those are vaguely moving towards
in an Olmish direction.
They could really go anywhere.
They could.
The Cynocephalians are the only thing that obviously they can't fly, and they Yeah, they're pretty near to other things, though, aren't they? They're like all the neighbors. So.
Yeah, I mean they're not too far. Well, this is impassable. So if he's going to attack Aramor with them, it's a slightly longer march. But
it's got the road.
It's got the, oh, you're right. It does have the road. That's true. The roads are hard to. I do not do enough good work at looking at roads. I'm just like, I can move farther.
They go from like a province with nothing to a province with nothing as well. They don't go from like cap to cap or something.
Yes, all roads lead to nowhere. Okay. Well, yeah. So I mean, I think he's got all his strength. He picked up, a bunch of nice income over here. Got a free fort. And so now I want to see him go bird something. Probably Ulm, but maybe Airmore. Ulm. We kind of talked about. I still like
him going on. I still like him taking the stuff off Pelagia. That's 2 free forts there, I think.
Yeah, I think you can definitely do that too. Especially because if you don't kick him out, like on the one hand, Pelagia if you declare war with him, it can be a huge pain if he keeps trying to raid you out of the water. But if you let him be on land, this is where he's going to attack out of, right? Like it's going to be easier for him to mobilize these forts and push out than it is for him to push up.
Yes, and Calum is also a pretty good nation at counter raiding.
Right. You're sort of putting yourself in like, I don't want to say an eternal war, but Calum is not killing Pelagia anytime soon either.
No, nobody is.
No. But maybe you don't want that headache.
I think that's the choice he's making, because if he would have done it by now, if he was
agreed. I think he would have. But
okay.
We
looked at Ulm.
We kind of discussed Marverni.
I think we've
kind of discussed them too. Yeah.
We've done all the things.
I think we have done all the things. Except review all the score graphs.
That's what everyone wants.
I mean, province-wise, not a huge change. Hinnom's up.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the research. That's what I'm.
All right, yeah, let's go to the research. So, okay. Who's inflecting? So Hinnom is actually inflecting.
Yeah.
Who's this? Van? Ban is inflecting. Satis started researching again this turn, it looks like. Just TNN? I mean, TNN has got a nice looking curve. TNN's,
yeah, it's looking really good. Caitlin, I think they're probably still quite a long way from big air elementals and stuff, aren't
they? It depends. So Yomi, right? What conjuration are those Tengu at?
3.
Oh, only 3. Okay.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Then yeah, they might not be there yet.
There's different types, but I think they're 3.
Okay, might not be there yet.
He has Shikomi as well, though, right? So
he does.
I think they're conjuration 4.
Okay, so if he already has those and he's all the way up here, I think that Caleb either could have it.
Flaming arrows. So
yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff. I think that he could definitely have big air elementals if that was his main focus. If he doesn't have them yet, he's got to be really close.
Yeah,
I mean it's turn
really
20.
If that's what his plan is, we don't actually know. But once you get that, I think you immediately attack.
It's Caleb here. How many plans do they have? No, he could do different stuff,
but it's the easiest one, isn't it?
It is certainly an effective plan.
Yeah.
Airmore, there's a little bit of a I mean, they had the weak researcher, but they're still up there. And then yeah, Yomi killing the research graph. More gems. Who is this?
Who is that? Oh wow.
What did they do?
Is that the?
Did they claim a throne?
No, I don't think they did. I don't think that throne they have gives them gems.
No, I don't.
But maybe they found a load of stuff there.
They got one fire gem. They must have been site searching. Did they site search this?
Tower,
oh my god! Whoa!
Yeah. That tower. I remember that now. Yeah.
I don't remember this. Did they find this last turn? Or did they site searched it this turn? They must have site searched it this turn.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's because they have the golden throne here.
Right.
Which is great, but they also found the Tower of the Silver Order, which is 5 gems and an amazing mage. Although it's sort of unfortunate that they're on the same tile.
It is. It's like the Uber game where the
yes. And all the good sites on one place.
Yeah.
So these are both. You'll just be deciding if you want air mages or fire mages.
Yeah, normally you'll want the fire, right? It's TNN, but
yeah, I would. Yeah, probably because you already have a lot of air. But okay, so that's plus, and then another 2. So that's plus 7 gems over here. That'll.
Yeah, I'm so glad he's building a fort there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's hilarious.
That is the best. Is that a better province than the Steel Ovens? You think?
No, I don't think so.
No, really?
No, the Steel Ovens is worth so much.
It is. I mean, probably for TNN, especially, Steel Ovens would be great.
Yeah, I think the Steel. This is a great province. This may be the second best province in the game.
Well, it's gonna give 200 gold as well when he claims that.
Yes, that's true.
So,
I think it's amazing. The Steel Ovens are really busted.
You can have the Steel Ovens and I'll have this one then.
Okay, fair. That'd be my third game with the Steel Ovens. I guess technically the one wasn't the Steel Ovens, it was the one you have to site search for, but I'm very good at finding construction sites. Life is fair.
Just seething with jealousy.
Yes. So look, he was at like the bottom. he just rocketed up. But it does look like he hasn't done a lot of other site searching.
No, and I mean his research is pretty good though, so it's the trade-off.
Right, it is the trade-off. Caleb found more as well, and then Hinam found a bunch more. What did Hinam?
Yeah, Vanheim pretty high there.
Yeah, yeah. Is Vanheim getting any from his thrones? Right.
I would say those are the 4 nations I feel are the strongest as well.
Which 4?
Caleb, Hinnom, and the elves. Caleb seems pretty strong to me. They got that extra land. They got that free fort.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty big. They got that good expansion because they built a Pelagia and they got.
They did get. That's true. Caleb is pretty big. I mean, Pelagia is in a great position, right? Like, I don't know if he can translate it onto if he can translate it onto land, he's in great shape. He's gonna have.
Well, he's pretty guaranteed to take some more losses to that Kraken, though. I think
he is, but
all of his expensive things he still needs to do.
All of his water stuff is irrelevant, though. Like, he's happy to. Like, I think if he could end the war with all of his sacreds dying, he'd probably be better off. Because they're not leaving the pond.
True.
And then I think I think you're probably spot on. I think those are also all nations that come on strong early. Like Marverni and Airmore, right, are going to take a little bit longer to develop and are in decent enough positions.
I don't think there's a clear. I don't think they're a clear one. Gap between them and the others, but I do feel like the gap is there.
Sure. I mean, Hinam is at least a third larger than like Airmore. I don't love Ulm's spot. Clearly Therados is dying, and Satis is dying, and Agarth is dying.
Yeah, there's 3 soon-to-be-dead nations.
Right.
And then Ulm is kind of drifting a little. They're not really drifting, but they're sort of remaining static, while the others, I think, are getting stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see if Ulm can turn it around, though. I mean, they've taken some losses to the fort, but as far as I know, all their mages are still intact. So definitely they could still turn it around. But okay, I think that's I think that about covers it.
Yeah, I think that's us done.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Arpades, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And we hope to see everybody in the next one. Have a great day.
See you in the next one, everyone.